the right.
Alright, guys, welcome back. Tonight we have the trucks going around at Kansas tonight. We got a 50% race tonight.
250.
Let's see, Sticky, Emerson, you guys got any insights on tonight's track and how you think it's gonna go?
1 second.
Did you let go, Corey?
Not yet. Alright.
We'll wait until lap 9 to lag out.
So, I'm still working again the Facebook live stream, but hello YouTube, welcome to NASCAR Heat 4. We're here for the Wholemade Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race here at the Kansas Speedway, the 1.5 miler out in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. It's going to be a blast here at Kansas night. These pickup trucks, they are fast and they are ready to rumble here at Kansas. So let's get to racing. Green flag in the air. Miz leads us to the green. We got a 19th lap run in hand for stage 1.
And the 45 is still.
You see everybody migrating up to the top lane.
Yeah. The two looks to be trying to make moves on the bottom a little bit. Oh, and the 45 of mids goes back to the bottom on the front stretch. It looks to be three wide back there. 3-4 wide, something like that.
Now, what do you think we'll see in tonight's race?
I think that, so everybody running default setups and these very competitive pickup trucks, we're going to have a lot of close racing. Everybody's going to run the outside lane, but it's going to take some mistakes. We're going to see the right front tires of all these guys wear out a lot, and it's going to really vary up the driving lines after the race.
So true. Sticky, do you have any insights on what do you think what we're going to see tonight?
Some close. Is that some close 2-3 wide races, it seems like. Maybe even 4 is looking like you can maybe make it to the corners and still keep it. Because they seem to be keeping it 2-3-4 wide back there in the middle of the pack.
Right.
Front stretch even in the corners a little bit. 3 wide.
Oh, and there's no caution. Flag. There's caution.
So yeah, we have manual cautions. It's controlled by the tower.
Yeah, 84 laps long, 50% length, 3 times squared. We're on lap 5.
Starting lap 5.
Now we're on lap 5.
So you have Dan trying to close the gap now on Miz. He's bringing along the... About to be a 3-truck battle for the race lead. Oh, contact!
And Dan, the ladies' man, is up in front now.
I'm sorry, there's still technical difficulties trying to get this stream up on YouTube.
Dan and Clutch. Oh, and Clutch making move on the bottom. Try to pass. Dan for first.
Yeah, that's a 22 of Clutch. Looking to the inside. Trying to clear the 54. He does clear him entering turn 3, but then can he get a crossover as the 22 slides up? Here comes the 54. All the way down to the bottom and gets to the race lead there at the start-finish line. So clear the 22 entering turn 1.
Oh yeah, this is some good racing right here.
Yeah, this 22 Clutch and the 54 Dan, they've raced each other not as much as you think this season, but they are both very clean races. It's glad to see them get toe-to-toe here in this series.
And I think Dan's on a 3-win streak in trucks right now.
Yeah. Dan's very good at in these gunman trucks.
Oh yeah.
How about Clutch looking to the outside? Now you have the 16 of Grizzly trying to close the gap to the top 3. 0 to 5 of Jesse. lagging a little bit.
And Dan just bounced off the wall a little bit, and now Clutch gone around him.
Just a little bit, but yeah, you see how much of an impact that made. Now Corey's going by for second. And now Dan and Corey have the entire field of trucks behind him. Corey thought he was clear, he wasn't. Now Addy's gonna take it 3 wide.
Someone gonna make it 4? We got some contact between the 02 and the 33. But that 54 is holding strong.
Just to go around this. I'm sure I'll be back there eventually.
So now Dan back up to the second position, trying to close the gap as he starts to gap the 33 truck of Corey. We see further back, we have everybody queued up. Behind them, we have the 02 of Addy, I believe that's the 44 of Devin, the 88 of Pratman, the 15 of Scooby, and the 16 of Grizzly. And trying to close that gap is the 34 of Randy. So everybody up here just kind of nose to tail in this queue of trucks, and this is what's going to happen as the tires begin to wear, and everybody migrates up to that top line. That is preferred line. Pretty much besides the first corner after a restart, that is the preferred line to run around here. But now these guys are starting to have to run that line. And you see the 22, the race leader, comes up pit road. Oh, and he can't keep it down on the apron, but he's able to get back down there. It is tough here. He's into the grass. And
8 to go, by the way.
the 54 of Dan takes over the race lead with 8 laps to go here in stage 1.
Dan the ladies man.
Yeah. The more and more he wins, the more and more he may actually become a ladies man. But until then, it's just a screen name.
And he's coming in the pit.
He's coming into the pit lane. He's going to bring 4 or 5 trucks with him. I believe that's the 44 he's bringing, the 15, the 34. Back up front, it is the 33 of Corey, leading over the 02 of Addy, 80 of Pratman, 16 Grizzly, top 4 that have stayed out to this point. Addy trying to get the run up through the middle, but Corey holding steady as the race leader.
He's another really good one to watch out for too, is Corey.
Corey? Oh yeah, you know, maybe our only double-digit winner in the past few seasons.
Oh, what is he doing in the grass?
Oh, a mistake from Corey. Don't really see those, but he is a human just like us.
It could have
coming up pit road. It is treacherous here.
He could have came down too fast though and used that to slow down maybe.
It could have been, but it's a highly banked oval all the way down to a very flat apron, and it just catches drivers out. Now the 02 of Addy, your race leader, he comes to pit road with the 88 of Pratman.
We still got Doc Fu out.
Yeah, the 68 of Dakfu has not pitted.
Has Bud Racer
over the race lead now. So now we have the 68 of Dakfu leading here in the late stages, and he may be able to go to the point where he may only have to take 2 tires and enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. Do I agree with that? No. And is he going to do that? I have no idea, but it is a viable option. As we get closer and closer to the end of the stage, here comes Dak through the pit road.
Oh, no way.
So I believe back in the race lead is a 22 of Clutch. Once he, yeah, well, he'll have to unlap himself and then pass the 68 of Dakfu, but the theoretical leader is the 22 of Clutch. So Ripper, what have you seen so far in this race that you think is going to allude to these drivers later? Actually, how about...
5 ended late.
Yeah, I was going to say, how about the 88 and the 02 get out way ahead of these guys, and the 13 is leading. Or either the 13 is taking it way out. Oh, the 45 is leading. The 13 is coming to pit road.
Oh, what's going on? I'm so lost now.
I believe the 45 is the race leader. Look at that huge gap he has. He must have taken 2 tires. 45? Oh, that's right. He did make a mistake early in the race where he did drop all the way back. 45 of Miz trying to... Oh, I think he's out of fuel. Or very slow on the back stretch is the 45 truck. No, he's just saving. He's going to go again. He's really trying. Riding on board the 45 truck. Listen to how much throttle he's actually putting into that truck.
Pit road's closed.
Pit road is closed. 2 laps to go in this stage. We have Dan and Clutch going at it. This is for the 4th position. 5th position. No, that means the 52 of Freak. Oh, the 13's coming off the track now, and now it should be for the 4th position. Who's second? Is the 52 of Freak in second? Well, we're on the last lap of stage 1 here, and Miz has a huge lead over, I believe, the 52 of Freak. We're not getting any info here, and we don't have any live scoring, so we're really on our own up here. And Miz... So Miz is coming through turns 3 and 4 with a very light right foot, and coming to the start-finish line, he's gonna win stage 1.
That is crazy.
Just out of nowhere. I think the O2 of Addy comes home 3rd, the 88 of Prattman 4th, and I think Clutch gets 5th.
Yeah, 45, 52, 02, 88.
52 was second. Also, I've been refreshing this whole time. The live stream didn't come up live on Facebook until now, so I had to end the Facebook live stream.
Oh,
That was not necessary.
42.
Alright, so that was the end of our first stage. We're gonna get a chance to catch our breath, but before you do that, make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Again, these drivers, they've been using them a lot. They will be able to attest to just the durability and the ability of these products to help fix your life. So here we go, side by side, the 45 and the 52. We have Miz and Freak leading us back to green here in stage number 2.
17.
We have a 17 lap on our hands as Freak will lead us down to turn number 1. 3 wide for the race lead. The O2 getting a huge push with the 45 getting a push on the outside. 5 trucks under a blanket for the race lead. I think Miz is in the lead. Here comes Addy to the inside.
Oh, I like that situation.
Look at the pack of trucks, and Miz is clear to the race lead. Now Prattman is clear to second. He is going to try to chase down that red and green number 45. Oh, truck's making a lot of contact in the back. We have the 68 in the outside wall.
Now the question is what are we going to see different in this stage than we did in the first?
I don't think there's really going to be much. It'll be easier for Miz to try to stretch it on fuel, and we'll see if anybody else goes that route now, knowing that it works. Prattman working the tailgate of the 45 truck. Addy and Clutch are there as well. Looking to the inside goes the 88 of Prattman, trying to make it stick, but look at that outside lane go. And he goes from second to 4th in a heartbeat. And now Addy looks to the outside. He took that outside lane away from Miz. Yeah, he's going to follow suit, but Addy will clear to the race lead. Yeah, Miz is now holding on to third, but he's running that inside lane, and you have to wonder, is he just going that slow into the corners to start preserving tires and fuel? Or is that his actual racing line as Addy and Clutch are going toe-to-toe now for the race lead as they start to pull away?
Who's Dan?
They're back in the pack. He made contact with other trucks. Here comes the 22 of Clutch, driving down to the inside, but he's trying to make it stick. But Addy's going to get the run on the outside. He'll clear the 22 truck. Once again, Addy holding on to the race lead over Clutch. Prattman sat in third. We have Miz in fourth, and then a group of trucks battling for the fifth position. This being battled by Corey and Randy. The 34 Brandy trying to take it to the outside lane, trying to clear the 33 of 40 for the fifth position. Side by side they go down the front straightaway.
And here comes Clutch.
He's driving to the inside of the O2 truck, but he can't make it stick, and Addy will clear him once again. Same old story at this racetrack. You really need a huge run or some help to get around the car on the outside lane. He can try as he might, but unless Addy makes a mistake up there, he's not going to pass him from the inside. He's going to have to take him off the outside lane. And now Corey up to fourth as Miz is dropping further back. Scooby looking to get to fifth. Driving into the inside of the 52. They make contact. They're sliding up the track. Randall now cleared to fifth. And Clutch falls all the way back to third. Now Prattman up to second as Randall's trying to take fourth away from Corey. So moving 88 to second, the 33 to fourth, the 34 to fifth, and the 45 back.
Oh, here comes Prattman. Down low. Clutch behind him.
Now he has some help, and he's actually able to clear the O2. Maybe the O2 had a mistake, or the 88 is still on the inside lane. He didn't take his opportunity.
Clutch going straight to the lead.
Yeah, Clutch went straight to the outside. Something must have happened. Or that was a really organized maneuver.
I don't know. All I know is the 88 went down below the 2. The 22 got behind him, drafted off of him.
You see, something must have happened because now look at everybody else closing up now. Look at the 34 Randall taking it 3 wide up the middle. Here comes the 52 of Freak. The 34 to pit road. Here he comes.
Just wanted them extra contact. Here comes the 45 making it 3 wide. 4 wide.
Contact further back. Everybody holding on to it. But now Freak going around the outside of 22 and 2. The race lead goes to 52 of Freak. Oh, the 52 has a problem. Here comes the 88 to the race lead. Prattman to the race lead. What is going on? Miz on the outside, and just like that, he goes from being up front at the beginning of the stage to being up front now in the stage. Miz will reclaim the race lead. Dakfu going to second around the outside of the 88 truck, and Prattman in trouble now. He's got Corey and Freak breathing down his tailgate. Corey looks to the outside. Everybody tailing that yellow line up. Corey got loose.
But he still kept it in third.
He kept it in third.
Here comes the 68 Dakfu.
Dakfu, yeah, he's trying to clear Miz on the outside lane, and he'll do so.
New leader, 68. Here comes the 33 of Corey.
Oh, everybody must be saving. That's why everybody's kind of going slow. Look at the 45. He lost so much time on the 68, but I think this is intentional to try to save fuel to make it to the end. Look at that 68 go. Here comes the 88 and the 15 to pit road. I expect Corey, Miz, and Freak to run this one to the end. The 68 of Dax, who's still leading. Expect him to come to pit road this time. I mean smaller and smaller. But he goes to pit road this time by.
The lead for him going farther and farther ahead. And here goes.
Let me know if you get it going back on the Facebook.
And now Miz, I ended the stream. I'm sitting here for 10 minutes trying to refresh it. But Miz to the race lead over Corey and Freak. And you can hear them just playing with the throttle barely. They're not putting any throttle into it. And that's how you kind of save fuel. If you don't have a clutch pedal in the truck, you have to really have a lot of discipline in your throttle control. And the 88 of Pratt Man on fresh tires and a full tank of fuel pulls right up to the 33. Everybody jogging for position. Look at this truck to the outside. Gets fucked big time. And look, that's the 44.
And here comes the 45.
Oh.
Pit road was closed 2 laps ago here in stage number 2. Miz has a huge lead over Corey. How about the 44 Devin out of nowhere?
What? Wow. That's something I've never seen before. He never comes up front this quick. Or what, at least this early.
Well, he might have pitted. So here they go. Yeah, it looks like they both pitted. They're going by around the outside of the 45. They're getting their lap back. So 1 lap to go for the 45 of Miz. There goes the 88 and the 44. They will have to take the waiver out or the free pass under this caution period coming up.
Unless that 45 passes one of them before.
He's not going to pass him. Unless they make a mistake in front of him. He is too worried about that fuel. The 44 is the leader?
Yeah.
So the 44 just goes right around the outside of Miz without a care in the world. And the 44 of Devin is going to win the stage. The 45 is going to come home second. Oh, Corey's out of fuel on the apron.
Trapped a lap now. Everybody from 10th back is because I'm gonna have to go back and I think my stop is shorter than that. Yeah, so that was my. Yeah, but they started saving a hell of a lot earlier, I'm sure, than this stage. Starting to save with what, 5 to go.
Alright, so we're going to get a moment to catch your breath, but it's going over to order. It is Devin over Miz, Corey, Grizzly, and Dan, your top 5.
Wow. That is crazy. I thought the 44 was a lap out.
He came by so fast, it looked like the 44 was on fresh tires. He was just so fast compared to the 45 truck. He passed him like he was standing still.
Exactly.
The 44 could have been saving way earlier.
Everybody
too.
make sure you go to Veedverks.com, use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. We're going to line these guys up double wide and try this one more time for these homemade Veedverks gunman trucks here at the Kansas Speedway. Ready to go back to racing for stage 3. Corey is going to lead us back to green. Green flag back in the air. We're racing in stage number 3. And the 45 did not go.
Wow. And
Oh, the
I'll
02.
say this. Just think we haven't had that special mention.
Yeah, no, we're not going to talk about it right now. We got a great race. Our hands the top 4 under a blanket. How about Dan? Around the outside, he's got the 44 Devin behind him.
He's got the 22 of Clutch and the 88 of
Pratt, man.
As Addy said to say sorry to Pratt.
And now Dan looking to clear Corey around the outside. And he'll do so coming off the turn 2. Now to balance for second. Devin trying to clear up the second. He'll clear the second over Corey. Dan, Devin, Corey. What a top 3 we've got on our hands. How about Grizzly? Yeah, Grizzly trying to poke his way onto the podium.
He does. Here comes the 22
Up to third. 22 clutch trying to get to 4th. Corey just working that bottom. He's staying loyal. Can't find a spot in line. He'll find a spot in behind this 22 truck. Or he teases about it. He stays to the inside lane. He's not faster down there. Not quite sure why he's staying down there. But I've learned not to question Corey's strategies. We got our battle for the race lead. Devin going to the inside. Dan gonna fight him off on the outside lane, but he's got to keep it out of that outside wall. Side by side once again, a little bit of contact, but not enough to raise any eyebrows.
Knock, knock, motherfucker.
Now Clutch is holding on to that second position for his dear life. Look at everybody behind Clutch trying to take that one away from him. He opens the gap entering turn 1 a little bit now. Here he comes, driving deep to the inside. Trying to do the slide job. He'll do so. Dan coming for the crossover. He couldn't get down up there. Here comes Devin. Dan almost into the outside wall. And Devin, can he clear the inside? Oh, Dan almost makes contact with Clutch. Clutch is going to drive it off the inside. A lot of the contact behind them. Devin trying to get the advantage into turn 3. They're going 3 wide for the race lead. Devin clear to the lead. Federer back there 4 wide. Devin holding on to it. Clutch now trying to get it back up the inside. Corey and Dan make contact.
Wow, 3 wide.
Yeah, Clutch trying to keep it to the inside of the quarter panel of the 44 truck. He's trying to stay competitive in this battle.
Oh, yes.
33 Corey still not clear for third. Bouncing off that 54 truck like a pinball. And they hit for the 17th time that lap.
Oh, the 5 blew a motor.
He's trying to get back on the lead lap.
And this time it's a Toyota. These just keep bouncing off each other.
Yeah, the racing is absolutely wild for this third position. Dan trying to hold on to it. Here comes Addy. And Corey's still right here. However, lap truck of Spooby in the 15.
Wait, Spooby's a lap down?
Yeah.
The 15 truck is 1 lap down.
Oh, and Corey scraped the wall.
Just doing Corey things. It's all a part of Corey's strategy. Never question Corey.
Corey's strategy.
Well, it's part of a strategy, so.
But to never question.
It's better to make the mistake now than with 1 to go.
Yeah, Dan got loose off of turn 2. Here comes Corey to the outside. And Corey clears for the podium.
Is Dan gonna make a move and come back?
I think we're gonna get a round of pit stops in before we get some real battling in once again. Now these guys are singling up, they're starting to spread out a little bit. Those right front tires are taking a lot of wear. There's a lot of camber in the right front of these trucks. These right front tires are just taking a huge beating.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with all that hard racing they've done.
Yeah, that ain't hard
racing.
tire wear
They've been using
either.
up their tires. Now Corey looks to the outside of clutch. You see, it took a few laps, but the field started to spread out. And this is the 33 into the field.
Caution's out, run it back.
And there's the first caution of the evening.
Wow.
Miscalled it. I heard it was relayed through this. That's what I need to find out.
It looked like the Dan got into him.
They just got it.
Damn, maybe the 34 also hit Corey, but that was really it. But the 22, or I'm sorry, the 44 of Devin is the race leader.
So who was calling it this? Yeah, hits are open.
Pit road is open. This Howard.
Apparently he was asking if it was a caution.
Howard trying to figure out what's going on here, but the pit lane is open to lead lap
15
trucks.
saying the free pass. Yeah, I heard somebody say it, and I heard it come through the phone.
What's going on with the 64? Or the 68 of that crew?
If you're a lap down, maintain pace speed. Huh? Yeah, maintain, and then you hit the second time, bud.
The trucks are not slamming into each other as much as they do. Very impressed with that. You have to give a huge thanks to the 704 Games for listening to our complaint a couple of weeks back, fixing the pit lane, and on exit. That would be the 34. The 34 was the only other truck involved.
I don't know how it started. I know I saw Corey's truck spinning in front of me, and I had to jump around it. As far as if you got hit because of that, or you saved it, or I don't know, you lost it.
So the next thing for us is now we have to think, how did Corey spin out? Did he hit a seam wrong and kind of lose the truck? Or was it tire wear? It's going to be something we'll debate for a little bit. That is a weird way to spin out. Just
I had it right on video, so I don't know. I think Dan might have gotten into him is what it was a little bit, is what it looked like maybe, but I'm not 100% sure.
This game, the physics on this game just don't work like that. If you get into the back of somebody, they just don't spin. I know that's how it happens in real life, but this game is not.
I don't know. It looked like all I saw was Dan. Looks like something happened. Maybe Corey came down and Dan a little. What do you call it? Went to go block him, and it was a bad block.
That still wouldn't spin him.
No, I meant he came down and did a bad block, and he ended up the end of his car caught the front of his.
Yeah, that still wouldn't spin him.
It would.
Not on this game.
I'm trying to figure things out, so it's gonna be one to go.
We're gonna get one to go this time by week. I really think it's either a seam or a lag spike or a tire or something.
Usually can go around me. I have some free pass ones.
So Tower has narrowed it down to the 33 and the 54. Those will be the two cause vehicles for this caution. We haven't had many cautions tonight. Let's hope this doesn't breed another. We've had some great racing without them. Let's get back to it. We'll be going green this time. How about, let's go through our restart order. Row 1, we have the 44 of Devin and the 22 of Clutch. Row 2, the 52 of Freak and the 88 of Prattman. Row 3, the 02 of Addy and the 45 of Miz. Row 4, the 34 of Randall and the 13 of Bud. Row 5, the 68 of Dak Food and the 16 of Grizzly.
70, 75.
Row 6, the 15 of Scooby, the 54 of Dan, and row 7, the 33 of Corey. So we are all doubled up and ready to go back to racing here at Kansas Speedway here in the Wholemade Veedverks Gunman Truck Series. The 44 of Devin is going to lead us back to the green flag here at Kansas.
Now, what are we going to see different out of this caution?
Well, again, this is 2 straight restarts in a row where something happened to the rest of the field where somebody just didn't restart correctly. And it already starts to spread the field out, which is good in the case if we want less cautions. But if the people who are forgetting how to restart could learn how to restart their trucks, then we could have closer pack racing, but that it would also increase the chance of getting another caution. 25 laps to go here at Kansas. The 44 of Devin holding on over the 52 of Freak, the 88 of Prattman, the 45 of Miz, and the 22 of Clutch. Your top 5. Dan and Bud are going toe to toe. That's it. Oh, somebody's going through the grass. That's Grizzly.
Not good.
Caution on the speedway. We're racing. Look at the 52 truck. He gets into the 44. They make contact on the back. They're going 3-wide for Grizzly. Prattman's in the middle. Look at Clutch on the outside. Devin trying to hold on. They're 3-wide for second. Clutch around the outside. Devin with a huge block. Here comes Clutch to the inside. Side by side the line. And it's Clutch.
He just got it. Alright. What was that? What is it? 34, 33? 34, 33, 34 cause, 68's free pass. This will be open this time.
So we get this caution. This one caused by the 34 truck, and Corey in the 33 being the second truck.
34, 33, 34 cause.
The 68 is the beneficiary for this caution period. We'll be getting his lap back. Last caution period, if you didn't catch it, the 15 truck of Scooby was the beneficiary. We're going to get a quickie yellow here. The pit lane is open for all trucks.
Who's going to pit?
These guys are just on pit road, but 25 laps to go. Or we're working closer to 20 to go when we go green, maybe 19 to go when we go green. It's going to be close. Everybody's coming in to top off, maybe take 2 right sides, maybe 4 tires. We'll see. A lot of strategy because it now comes down to how many laps to go under restart. This very well could be the last round of pit stops.
Right. But my question...
Well, how many laps to go is it now?
23.
Yeah, and then if we run another lap... Well, Miz is taking it 19. We're only asking the lap 21 now. 2 laps, the way Miz has been saving.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Well, if we go green this lap, yes. But we gotta wait for the 68 truck to come through pit road. So we may not go green this time.
No, it's probably going to be one to go.
Yeah, so we're looking at 21 laps to go. Which is not...
How much fuel did they get?
They get 16 laps, but Miz has been able to stretch it 19 laps, but if he starts saving right off the bat, he could go 21 laps. We'll see if other drivers can save that much. And if they do pit,
if everyone gets here, we'll go this time, but if not, then it'll be one to go.
And then the next question is, if they do have to pit under green,
able to rush and wreck each other's trucks.
when do they pit? And what do they take? If you have to pit with 3 laps to go, you obviously only take a splash. And what about your right front tire? But we're gonna go back to racing this time. The 22 clutch is gonna lead us back to green here, side by side with Devin. Go to restart zone, and green flag back in here. We're racing at Kansas.
Here comes Freak. Down low.
Yeah, Freak got a great restart. Devin caught napping a little bit. Oh, Freak and Devin making contact again. Remember, before the caution, these guys that were racing back to the caution flag, the 44 and the 52 they were making a lot of contact. We'll see if the tempers are starting to flare as Freak. Oh, what a huge block on Devin. Here comes Grizzly to the inside. He was just in the infield grass a few laps ago. And now Dan all the way on the inside, 4 wide, and cleared a second.
Wow.
And here comes Grizzly making a move on the back up to second.
And Grizzly trying to clear for second, but no room up high. Here comes Freak. How about Grizzly clear onto the podium? Now Freak and Miz look to the inside. Looks like Miz isn't doing hardcore saving yet, so looks like we're going to get the pit stops because we did go green with 22 laps to go, and saving 6 laps of gas is a tall task.
But it's possible. It is possible.
It's possible, but you can't be running this speed right now if you're trying to make it.
No.
So most of these guys, oh, they're 3 wide behind us. Devin trying to clear Pratt, man. That is for 5th. So now, we're working now in the teams in terms of laps to go. Like I said, when do these guys pit? What do they take when they pit? Do you pit with 11 laps to go, and do you split the rest of the stint in half? And when you do that, you most likely have to take 4 tires and almost full fuel. Or do you pit with like 6 to go? And take 1 can of fuel in right sides, or you stretch it a little bit and pit with 3 to go and only take a splash, bearing in mind how bad your right front tire is. Now Miz around the outside, trying to clear up to 3rd. Oh, Miz is to the outside wall. Here comes Pratt, man.
Corey into the outside.
Corey's fine. Ah, maybe. Don't question it.
Now the question is, the question is Miz gonna try to save that much fuel? I mean, Miz is going to drop into the back. Miz might be saving it.
Yeah, now's the time, but like, how much can he save at this point? He has to start saving pretty early.
Like the minute it
Prattman
goes
to the inside. Prattman trying to take second to Corey, all over the tailgate of the 54.
yeah, you need to start saving the minute it goes.
Pretty much from the green flag, yeah. Corey into the outside wall. Now Dan trying to close the gap on clutch, but hasn't made any indents for a couple laps.
It makes you wonder what that 45 is. What's a little size, you know what I mean? Like,
You know, it's so hard. And I do race a league on this game every Sunday. And still, it's just so hard to constantly fuel saving and different tactics in fuel saving, tire saving. And depending on what you have, like I said, if you have a stick shift, you're able to use your clutch pedal to cut the engine off in the middle of the corner and save fuel. But here you have to use a lot of throttle control, which you don't save as much fuel, but you're all in control of how much fuel you save. It's all on your right foot, or your right index finger, or your right middle finger.
right. Yeah, I'm looking.
And now look at this gap close. Here comes the 22 clutch to pit road. Your race leader's in. Looks like
the 15.
Driver's gonna opt to try to split this one in half. And now Corey takes over the race lead.
Here comes the 45 of Miz coming to pit road.
Yeah, so he's gonna split this one in half. Alright, so that kind of settles it.
Settles what? I'm confused. What do you think his strategy is?
Well, I think they're just splitting it in half. They're taking 4 tires and filling her up on fuel now, or taking however much fuel they need to make it to the end. Here comes the
Do you think he's
Corey.
getting tires?
I mean, he's pitting now. He'll probably take tires. The 44 of Devin.
Now, did you ever see anybody not taking tires?
It depends on where their right front is. If they're a god, if they're a god at saving their right front tire, like Miz said he was, he might think about not taking tires. But the way he pitted now nobody really that I know of. Here comes Devin to pit road with Dakfu.
Do you think you could see? Do you think we're gonna see? Do you think any of them's taking 2-tire pit stop?
It's possible, because really the only tire that wears out a lot here is your right front. But again, the truck becomes very loose when you do that.
I don't do that fast, don't you?
But I can say this, okay? This track, it's kind of a difficult track, especially in trucks, to take a 2-tire pit stop, because I've been there. I've taken a 2-tire pit stop on this track, and it's not fun. It is hard to keep control of your truck. It's basically unevening your entire truck, and you don't want that.
That's exactly what happens when you take 2 tires. You have 2 fresh tires and 2 old tires. But now it comes down to how well your car control is. If you have a lot of experience with loose race trucks and race cars, then you should be fine on 2 tires. But if you don't like loose race cars, then never take 2 tires. It's kind
you
of
can
how
also
it is.
tighten it though too, if you're gonna take 2
You can
tires.
tighten it, but by how much? It depends how your setup is, and if you tighten it too much, you lose some speed.
Yeah.
Well, that depends. If you tighten it, you can put more tape into it and make it more speed, but then you're adding more heat to that motor.
Well, yeah, it depends on when you pit, if you add more tape to it also.
Exactly. But it depends on how much tape they have on their vehicles, right?
Which I don't think anybody's really adjusting tape more than 5 or 10% at this point. Nobody's doing more than that ever during a race. So is the 22 our race leader, is it the 88? 88 is our race leader. Alright, how long do we go? 5 laps to go here. Prattman leads over Clutch. Looks like Prattman must have taken 2 tires or something, as Clutch is chasing him down big time. Now Prattman, I race with Prattman a lot. He is very good with car control. I can very well see him taking 2 tires.
Now, how much do you think? Okay, so going in when they were gonna go into tonight's race, right? Do you think that they were working on their car control, or do you think they were working on their fuel and tire saving?
If anybody was working before the race, they were working on fuel conservation, tire conservation. But car control, it's hard. You can't really practice that in a 30-minute practice session. That comes with years of experience.
Right.
And also being good. You know, if you suck at it, well, it's gonna suck.
And here comes that 22 of Clutch.
Yep,
right
3
behind
laps to go
Prattman.
now. How desperate is Prattman gonna get with 3 to go, coming to 2 to go?
Exactly. So,
2 laps to go. Prattman holding that outside lane Clutch right on the tailgate of the end. He looks to the inside. Prattman with the third line.
what's Pratt gonna do?
He has to hold that outside line.
He has to. If he doesn't, he's gonna leave the door wide open for 22. He's got to hold that top line. We're coming to the white flag, guys.
1 lap to go here. What is Clutch gonna be able to do?
Alright. So, now the question is, I'm gonna put you in his scenario right now, Emerson. You got 1 lap to go, you're in the leader, you have Clutch right behind you. What will be going through your mind right now?
Stick that outside lane. Don't look in that mirror.
Is that it? Oh,
That's all you can do. You've made your bed.
Oh my
He's
God,
trying,
side by side with the 88.
but he can't stick it. He can't stick it. Prattman's gonna come up to turn 4. He's clear of the 22. Prattman is gonna win in the Wholemade Veedverks Gunman Truck Series race here at Kansas.
Wow, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, that kills the record for that kills the streak for Dan. But also, I think this will be the first time of me interviewing Prattman in the in the top 3. Actually, I believe.
The first time you get an interview with Prattman on the podium, yeah, it'll be interesting. Prattman's a great guy.
I can't
would like
wait.
to do his winner's interview. He can jump right on over into the party.
All right, what about Clutch?
They're in here.
All right, what about who finished in 3rd? Corey? Yeah.
So
Well,
you got
is Corey gonna get his?
We got post-race interviews with Corey, Clutch, and Prattman.
We'll look at 9:30. Okay, 9:25 to 30.
You want to remind that race guy?
Yeah, I'll send him a message. I'm gonna go have a smoke while you guys do your post race. Let's tell you I'll text Bryce.
Corey, you gonna do an interview?
Congrats, Pratt.
Let's see. Do we got Corey? All right. Looks like we'll just get interviews from Clutch and Prattman. First, y'all know how to set your party audio to share. All right. Clutch, you all good?
Let me check real quick. Alright, we're good.
Alright, so we are joined by our second place finisher driver of that 22 truck that you saw almost get that win. Clutch, second sucks, but tell us about the race.
The truck was fast the whole race. It was all about the draft. The setup we had was decent. I knew it was fast. I knew Dan was fast. I think Dan was the toughest competition I had. But Pratt took the think he took 2 tires at the end there, and I couldn't get by him on the inside. I had to run that outside.
Yeah, that outside lane was king. Just how tough was it to use any other lane than the outside lane? What could you do to maybe make the truck work down there, or was it lost cause?
It was basically a lost cause unless you pull a slide job on someone.
I think you did that earlier in the race, if I'm not mistaken. that was a nice move. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was just me and Dan having fun out there. Yeah.
Alright. Going green, 22 laps to go. What's going through your mind on this last stint? What's your strategy?
I was gonna pit with 10 to go. That was my strat from the green flag drop. I knew you couldn't save enough to go the whole way, so I figured 10 laps to go was a good time. It almost worked out.
So,
Alright, Ripper,
something I want to add. So in the entire race, did you have any when you were leading both stages? Did you have any doubts that you were going to lose your lead or no?
Oh yeah, for sure. I knew if anyone had a draft behind me, they could catch me no problem.
Right.
That definitely showed during green restarts and stuff. Everyone would just be together until test game.
Well, you did have the fastest lap time as well, with a 31.4/20.
Oh, did I? Thanks, Dan.
You're right now 3rd on the list for daily.
Oh, sweet.
Miz is right behind you, Corey's behind Miz, Daku's behind Corey, Grizzly's behind Dak, Addy's behind Grizzly. You guys got it covered from 3rd to 8th.
That's usually how these guys work on these league race nights. They're able to take a good chunk of spots on daily and weekly.
Exactly. And we're here.
Okay, any more questions?
Anybody else got questions for?
No.
All right. Well, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Good luck to you in about 10 minutes time for the Bandits race, and good luck to you tomorrow in the Outlaws race.
All right, thanks guys.
And we're here with A-Prat man, our winner of tonight's truck race. A-Prat, you got a copy on us?
10-4.
All right.
So, what was your strategy coming into tonight's race?
Strategy, just keep the fenders going and be there at the end.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time of me actually doing post-race interviews and you being in the podium.
Oh yeah, I've been away for a while on work, and because of the coronavirus stuff going on, job sites got shut down, so I'm back. So
rest in peace for the people. Honestly, it's a tragic thing that's going on around here. There's a lot of people getting sick. Praise the Lord that they get full recovery and they become healthy once again. But A-Prat, my question to you is, from the beginning of the race, when it started, did you have any doubt that did you have any idea that you were going to win tonight?
oh, you never have any idea where you're gonna end up in these things. There's a lot of great drivers in here. Been racing a lot together in the past, and anytime I feel you can come out with a top 5 in the series, you're doing pretty well.
Right. So, you didn't have an idea if you were going to be finishing first or where you were going to finish, you just got in your truck and you just started racing your race the way you needed to race it?
Exactly, let's just say I don't doubt my ability, but I doubt the circumstances. So, tracks like this, it's a heavy draft track, and if you get shuffled out of line to the inside, you're going backwards for a ways, So it's all about being patient, and sometimes the best move is no move.
Right. Alright, well, coming down to that last lap with Clutch trying to make a move on your side on that last lap, what was going through your mind right there?
on with this right here and not wrecking balls coming off 4, because we decided to throw 2 tires on there at the end, just, you know, enough fuel to get to the end there. We bided our time that last stage, and the tire wear wasn't too terrible on the left side, so I just added some tape, put a little wedge in, and set sail and hope for the best. And I saw him coming, so as soon as I saw him coming, I knew I had to jump to the high side and defend, because, you know, making the pass off the
outside was dominant tonight.
Yeah, I definitely by far was not the fastest truck, but I was in the right place at the right time. So we'll take what we get. A win is a good win for us, and definitely glad to be back.
All right, so coming with 22 laps, so you're coming to the green flag. What is your strategy going into this final stint, and did you have any changes as you race the rest of the field, kind of seeing what your peers did?
No, kind of had the same group of guys up front for the majority, so it's just, you know, I don't really want to race too hard until it's go time, and just sitting there and saving my tires, and I probably should have pitted a little bit sooner, not allow clutch to make up that much ground. If I'd pitted a lap later, he would have had me, so it was a skin of my tail moment. Pulled that out of my ass, honestly.
It was 2 tires, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, so we were talking about that on broadcast. How hard is it to drive 2 tires compared to your 4-tire race truck or old tires? You got 2 fresh right sides and old left sides.
I knew from practice it was going to be a touch free, so I just added a couple clicks of wedge and put some tape on to the final run.
So you took 2 tires at that last pit stop.
Yeah, I just asked that. He did.
Yeah, 2 tires all the way.
Now, with you taking 2 tires, was it any difficult for you to hold on to the truck or no?
It was a little freer up off entry. Not going to compete with 4 tires, so I knew once he got to me, I had to hold that high line. I wasn't going to let him get to my right rear at all. I mean, I was going to put him in the fend, but he wasn't going to get by me on the high side.
Right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up so he can get to qualifying and let him get a little bit of a break. But congratulations, Prattman, on the win. Good luck to you in the Bandits race. In probably just a minute here, you're going to get to qualifying. And good luck to you tomorrow night in the Outlaws race.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you back.
Alright, well, Ripper, this was a hell of a race. Again, just every week we have hell of a races, but this one, mostly caution-free. There's a couple cautions just sprinkled in there, and then pit strategy at the end. What's your takeaway from tonight's race?
Well, it's that type of race, it's that type of track, actually, that you want to try to test the boundaries of the track, but you kind of don't at the same time. It's really makes you think about your strategy and stuff. With it being this kind of a track, it is very more of a strategy track than anything, because of that front right rear wearing down more than any of your tires. That right front, yeah, I said right front.
He said front right rear. But it's fine. I got you. But yeah, this track being so dominant on the high side, it's hard to pass. What do you think we're going to see in the Bandits race?
I think we're going to see the middle line work more than the bottom and the top.
Alright, well, you know what?
My thing is because the trucks are bigger. Well, actually, they're much bigger. But, the Xfinity cars are small and they have more aerodynamics than the trucks. So I would assume that the middle line would work better than the top or the bottom. But it could go any way, you know what I mean? It can go any way.
Well, you know what? Let's see. Go ahead and make sure you tune in just a few minutes time as we'll hit up the Wholemade Veedverks Bandit series here at the Kansas Speedway. See you in just a few.
Yep.